is our how to do the STAR proposal. If you remember last time that we all got together in the big green room, we were looking at squares and circles, and you thought about what was it that your friends were really good at, and then you went into the square and you were thinking about, well, what is it that I'm good at? And what is it that I really want to learn how to do? And then we got into the circle. And the circle is really about issues, things that really matter to you. What are those issues that you want to solve, change, or improve? And so we're here today to talk about or start working on our own STAR proposal. But before I get there, we're going to talk about Mr. Halloway. Now, you may know Mr. Halloway as our athletics and activities director. And you might even know some things about him. You might know that he's from South Africa. You might even know that he's quite talented in volleyball. What you probably didn't know, though, is that he's also very talented in making fruit sorbet. But that's not what I'm here to talk to you today about. Today, we're going to look at a STAR proposal or an Explode project that he took on. And not that long ago, in fact. Looking at situation, the first part of our STAR proposal. What is the current condition that you wish to improve upon? What do you want to learn, solve, change, or improve? Well, Mr. Halloway, he wanted to change RVIS's aesthetic look, or how things looked, specifically outside the gymnasium, because he believes that when the school looks really nice, it changes the environment of learning and that everyone feels more pride in the school. And when we feel more pride in the school, collectively, as a group, we become more of a part of the fabric of the school or become part of the close-knit community that we are. And then we'll naturally support each other, whether it be we supporting each other for sports or whether it be joining academic competitions. But all together, we'll come together really because of one small thing, small change in just the way things look. So that's his first part, the situation. On to our next part, which is task. Like we said, Mr. Halloway wanted to change the aesthetic of the school, specifically the common areas, but you can't just tackle on the entire school. Task says, what is it that you want to do regarding the above situation? What will your final project look like? It also tells us, start small. And it might require for us to look up or research first, and then try to accomplish it on our own. So for Mr. Halloway, what he wanted to do eventually was paint the outside of the gymnasium. There's other things that he wanted to tackle, but right now, starting small, he's like, I want to change the look of outside the gymnasium because it's the entrance to our gym. It's where we host our tournaments, where other schools come in and see our school. And so it's our home court. So we want to take some pride in that. And so that's where he started small. He wanted to paint the outside of the gymnasium. We've done the easy part. We've done an assessment of our situation. Basically, what's in front of our face? What is it that we're seeing? We did the second part, which is the task or the big picture. What is it that we want to accomplish when we're all done? So now is the hard part, the nitty-gritty part. This is the part that will probably take you the most amount of time because you don't have it in front of you. You're going to really have to think about it. But take comfort in this. It's part of the process that the steps will probably change as you get started. You might change it. You might add more parts. You might find that one part is a little harder than you think, and you might have to build many steps into it. You might find that actually it's easier or that you can find someone else to help you with it, and that would be a shortcut, and then you're going to have to change your process again. Either way, this is really where you're going to spend a big bulk of our Explode time. So, next part. We want to think about all the steps that need to happen, and maybe one of the best places to start is to find a mentor. In humanities, we talk about mentor texts all the time, reading good stories to write good stories, or looking at good art to make good art. This is the same thing. For us to do something that we don't know how to do, it might be a great idea to find a mentor out there, but a real one. Your teachers are great, but we're not all masters in every field. This is your chance to go reach out to a chef, or reach out to a musician, or a lawyer, or a programmer, or a photographer. Reach out to someone real out there. And your teachers are going to help you do that. We're going to use social media. We're going to use our own personal contacts, we're going to help you to make a connection so that you can find a good mentor. All right, next part. We've thought about what we need to do. Now we really need to start writing them out. So this is what it looked like for Mr. Holloway. He wanted to paint the gymnasium, but he needed to look at other models out there. So what he did is he researched other gymnasiums in the area, and he set a date for that. Then he set another date to, I have to make a decision. Then he said, well, now that I've made a design that I like, I have to know if this is really going to look the way I want it to look. So he set a date, and then he made a model. So here's the model. He made this himself, the 3D model. Yes, very talented, not just in making sorbet, not just in volleyball, but he's also a talented model maker. All right, after he made the model, he had to figure out, well, how much is this going to cost? So he went down to Manazzel's, he went to a hardware store, and he calculated and added everything up so he would know how much it cost. And it's only after that, he had done all of those things, could he present it to the administration to ask for approval. Is this something that the school will allow him to do? Then, once it was approved, he realized it's just one person. And you're going to be in that same situation. It's not just you. Like we said, you might look to a mentor. You might look to a teacher. But there might be other students who are looking to do the same thing. There might be other people who just help, even if they're not part of your Explode project. Mr. Holloway found other RVIS staff to help him do it. Once he got volunteers, he coordinated a date and a plan to start the first stage in painting. Once he started painting, he had to pause. As early as yesterday, we had finished painting, and he realized, hey, the paint is taking a lot longer to dry than I thought because of the humidity. I need to rethink about my timetable and really think about how I'm going to do that. And like I said, it's part of the process. One of the last things he wanted to do was paint the sides with the RVIS colors, just like the eye in RVIS. And now he needs other help. So let's take a look at who is he going to get to help him do that. Well, he found some collaborators. And this is also part of your action plan. You need to figure out who are the people I'm going to talk to, who are those mentors, and who are those collaborators. So we've done the hard parts. We've done the action. We've looked at the task. We've looked at the situation. And now we're going to ask you to do maybe the most exciting part, which is the results. You're going to look at, is what I'm doing working? And quite honestly, it's okay to fail. Actually, I love this acronym. FAIL means first attempt in learning. But this is your chance to record everything that you're doing so that we can make sure that you document it and that you could be able to share it. Even if you've done this whole project all semester long and you didn't really get what you wanted, but you learned a whole lot, we're going to celebrate that. We want to celebrate, but we need to record that. And your teacher is also going to be here to help you record that. But you need to ask for help. So you need to know, how exactly am I going to record all of this? Think about what mode you're going to use to record everything. Are you going to do it in a blog? Are you going to use YouTube video? Are you just going to record videos and then compile it together in something? Are you going to use social media? What are you going to do? But you need to think about that, make a decision, and stick with it. And now we finished our STAR proposal.